right. Hello, all you night readers. How's everybody doing tonight? Or today? Today, it's daytime. Oh my goodness, it's daytime. What is going on? We're doing a daytime show. Yes. Shooting for an hour show, 11:30 to 12:30. And see what happens. Yeah, we'll still have our nighttime show. Tonight is Lenormand Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Don't forget that. I don't want anybody to forget that. That's important, right? But today, we are trying something new. Shooting for a whole new idea. So, come on in, come on out. Check out the daytime show. I know nobody's expecting it. Nobody's expecting this. Expect the unexpected with the night reader. That's what you get. That is definitely what you're going to get. The unexpected. Hello, Akeli Sunflower. Hello, Yellow Yolo. I am doing a morning show. Or morning my time. Yeah, ask a question. Ask away, please. Let me get you guys in here. There we go. Look at that. Hello, everyone. Yeah, just type away. You guys ask your questions, and I am doing well. I am doing all right. So well that I'm doing a daytime show. Don't forget, PayPal donations can be made through bar scans here, and Square donations can be made through bar scans down there. Otherwise, you can go right to the website, nightreadertarot.com. That's a good one. It's a good way to... It's a good way to get your readings done for sure. If we get a whole crowd in here, I don't know, because this is the first show that we're doing it. Don't forget, please, hit like for me. I would appreciate that. I know you guys are already subscribers, so that is greatly appreciated, and it's nice to have you all here. It's nice to have you here. Welcome to the first daytime show. We're going to see how this works out, and if it works out, maybe we'll do this every day or certain days of the week or something, right? Hey, Marche, welcome. Marche, it's early, I know, 5:30. It's dinner time, right? 5:30. You don't have to stay up so late. I decided to do for me, a morning show. A morning midday here show. So it's 11:30. And it's 5:30 in your time in South Africa. Yes. 5 o'clock in London, that's right. Oh, wait. No, it's 5:30 in London. Is it not? No. It should be 4:30 in London. Is that not right? 4:30 in London? Akeli? All right. So, what angels want to tell me about my life partner? All right, so here's what they want to tell you. This is the story. I think they're starting off with a little bit of history here, a little bit of backstory, Yellow. I think that they're telling me that there had been back with other relationships and in past relationships, that there has been some kind of chaos, right? There was a sudden change from one thing to another, and you built the relationship on not a very good foundation. It was based on kind of deception and stuff like that. So I really do think that that's how old the last relationship you had was. Now, what do they want to tell you about your life partner? They want to tell you all about the wands, right? All about wands. They want to tell you about the page and the knight. They want to tell you that you should be very excited about what's to come. You should be ready to go when it's time to go. Remember, be adventurous. Both of these are telling you, be adventurous. Adventurous is a good word that comes up with both of them. And going somewhere, right? Going somewhere is a big deal with the Knight of Wands. He is on the move, not as fast as the Knight of Swords, I will say, not quite as fast, but definitely on the move. I think this person is going to be a people person. I think it's going to be somebody who likes to draw attention, and who does draw attention to themselves. I believe you're just waiting for them to get here, and I think this person is very close to you. You know, they're very close to being right there with you right now. I just think you got to continue to have strength, right? You got to always have strength. You got the lion half here, right? The lion half of you. You've got the lamb. So it's an inner strength. It's not like some brute strength, but it's an inner strength. And it's an inner strength because of love. And you can see that strength right there. You can see the love right there from the heart that she's wearing. So I really do think that things are moving along, yellow. And I do see where this person is coming to you. And I think they're almost there. I think they're very close at hand. All right. So that is what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing for you. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. So, Kelly. Let's see what we got for you. Will your housing issue be sorted in your favor? Will it? Will it be? Will it work out in your favor? I hope so. So I was thinking it was 4:30 in London, 5:30 at Marche's place down in South Africa. And I thought, oh, well, you know what? This is a good time for all the people who come out very late at night to see the show to have a chance to get here and have a little earlier chance to have some readings. See what's going on, right? So we're going to do an hour show. It'll be until 12:30 my time. That's 5:30 London and 6:30 South Africa so far. So far, that's who I see. Letitia Lambert, how are you? Jackie Wynn, hey Jackie Wynn, how are you? Lisa Farrell, good to have you here. I'm doing an early show. Doing an early show for you guys over there so that you don't have to stay up so late. But I want you to come to the late show too, because it's still going to be around. And tonight is Lenormand night. Don't forget that. Don't forget tonight's a Lenormand night. And that's going to be exciting. So, yeah, so we're going to do an hour-long show. And here we go. So will your housing issues be sorted out in your favor? I think, Akele, I think that you're not exactly sure which way to turn, right? You have many directions to go. And if you go whichever direction you pick, of course, you're gonna have to go with. It's your will that's going to make that decision, right? I just think that the housing issue is something you feel like is never going to get settled, because there are still things that you feel like you can't reach. You can't reach that goal. You can't attain things. And you can see that one cup that's way up there in the Five of Cups. There's one way, way up there that is just unattainable, right? So it makes you feel isolated. It makes you feel sad. However, I see that there is some protection here. Some protection. Somebody is going to try to help you and protect you from this housing issue being a problem for you. And I think it's all has to do with really saving money. You're going to have to save money to get this housing issue sorted out. That's really what it's going to take. It's going to take savings. And to do that, of course, you make a budget. And when you make a budget, then you know how much you can save every month. So that's what you do. You make a budget, you save the money. The saving money will help with your housing issue. And then the Knight of Swords says once that happens, once you save up enough money, the housing issue is going to be taken care of quickly. Very, very quickly. It'll happen fast. There'll be, you won't even have time to plan for it. It's just going to come to you. The option that you need to fix things is going to come to you really quick. All right? So that's what I see for you. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for being here. I know. I think you guys are liking this time slot. That's for sure. So, MPT, what's going on? Getting ready. Don't forget, guys, Modern Priscilla Tarot has a show on YouTube. Modern Priscilla Tarot. There she is, saying hello to everybody. She has a show on YouTube at 12 o'clock Central Time. That's 1 o'clock Eastern. Let's see. That's 6 o'clock London and Ireland time, and 7 o'clock. Nope, it's 5 o'clock London and Ireland. No, I was right the first time. 6 o'clock London, Ireland time, 7 o'clock South Africa time. Oh, Lord. I can't keep track of it all. Letitia wants to know, are you going? Am I going in the right direction? Are you? Are you going in the right direction, Letitia? Well, let's see. Let us see. I'm just so excited to be here. I can't stop telling you how exciting this is. Oh, Marche, you got a good question too. Oh, excellent. You're up next, so that's cool. That's going to be a good one. Also, Letitia, let's see what's going on. If you are moving in the right direction. As you can see, I shuffle the cards. For those of you who haven't been here, I shuffle the cards. I pick them very randomly. So if cards show up the same in different readings, like there's the Page of Wands again, it's just the way it's supposed to be. All right, so the direction I see you going in, and I have to say only you are going to know if it's the right direction or not, but I can tell you what I see going on, and then you have to kind of basically decide, is that what you really want? Because if it is, then yes, you're going in the right direction. If it's not what you want, then it's not the right direction for you. All right? I see where you feel stuck. I see where you feel tied down, right? You do not want to see what's going on ahead of you. You don't want to see it. You're not really, right? Here you are, you're sitting here, you're the beautiful woman on the outside, but looking in the mirror, looking down into the mirror, you see that things are all tied up. You can't go anywhere. You are, like I said, you're blindfolded, so you can't see what's coming. Now, I think this all has to do with the relationship that you're in. I think if you're in a relationship right now, this is what's making you feel stuck. It's making you feel like, you can't leave. If you wanted to, you couldn't leave. And that looks like it's what you really want to do. It looks like you want to kind of walk away, start over from where you are right now, kind of leave this behind, leave all this behind. You can see she's facing this way, which is your future. She's got her back turned to everything going on behind her, which is the past. And so she wants to move on. She wants to start over and move forward. And I see, if you do move forward, I do see success, right? I see success. I see a lot of people down here. I see, you see all these hands, these helping hands. Sometimes they're tough to see because it's like white on whatever color that is behind it, and they're tough to see, but yeah, they're helping hands, and those hands are support for you. People who will support you if you decide this is the track you want to go, right? Walking away from a relationship. And again, you got the Page of Wands. You have to be brave. You have to take you have to take steps for your own future. You have to take those steps, right? You can see she's doing something. She's throwing that wand in the air. She's spinning it around. She's doing all kinds of crazy tricks. It's great, but you have to be brave. Brave enough to know that you're not going to get whacked in the head with a stick. Also, you want to be, things can turn out where you end up being a little bit immature with things, but you have to be adventurous, right? That immaturity may lead you to be more adventurous. And I think that adventure is really what you would be looking for. So are you heading in the right direction? You have to decide that. You really do. This is what I see going on right now. If this is what you want, if you want things to continue in that direction, then it's the right direction. If you are in a relationship and whether you feel tied down or not, and you just want to continue it, well, then this is not the right direction. This is definitely the wrong direction, because leaving would be bad if you want to stay like this, if you don't mind staying that way. Your choice. All right? Freedom of choice, Letitia. Your prerogative. So, Marche. I never figured out how to say the last name, but I got the first name down. You'd like to know if your grandma's looking over you, over your family down there. Awesome. That sounds like a good question. Sounds like a good question. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm going to take a look. Who else is around? Hey, Yvonne, welcome. I know. Yvonne, my website, is that what you're looking for? The website is Night Reader Tarot, all one word. nightreadertarot.com. nightreadertarot.com. So, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, Kelly, if you can make it tonight, awesome. If you can't, I understand. It's late at night. I do get that. I get it. And here we are trying to do a daytime show. Not sure if I'm not sure how many of these we're going to do. I'm not sure if this will be a daily thing or if it's going to be once a week. It's according to turnout. It's according to how things work out here. Is your grandma really looking over you? All right, so I'd be willing to say yes. I would be willing to say yes, because right off the bat, you have information, you have plans that you want to do. And I think those plans were things that she had helped you come up with originally. Right? She may have had a hand in them, or she may have given you the idea, or somebody else in your family says to you, hey, grandma used to like to do this, and now you want to do it. Now you want to find a way to do it, right? You want to be creative. You want to do these plans. I think so. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you do have to make a choice. You have to make a choice to move forward. This card is very clear to move forward, because you can't get out of this room, right? There's the edge of the card. You can't move forward. You can't go to your future until you decide between two things. Is it going to be an easy decision? No, the moon in the background kind of says it's scary. It says it's a tough decision to make, right? It may be a tough decision. But I think you're going to get help with the answer, because you'll pick a sword and then you can get out and you can move forward. And again, I think that help will come just when you need it to, because there is no wrong choice. There's no wrong choice. It's your decision. So once you decide, that's the right choice. That was your choice and that was it. I do see where things don't go as well as you want them to. I think you wake up in the night, and I'm not sure when your grandmother passed away. I don't know. I don't know when that happened, or how long ago. But I think you still think of her, not obviously, but I really, truly think you still, right, think of her all the time. And I think that kind of gives you some stress. I think it kind of keeps you up at night, right? I think she's always in your subconscious. I think what you think about when you remember her, and I think she kind of puts these thoughts in your head, is family times, fun family times. I really, truly think that's the important part, right? She gives you thoughts of fun times with your family all together. And that's what you remember. And of course, that makes you sad sometimes because you know that she's not going to be able to be there. Wow. All right, so she raised you. She died. She passed away 2 years ago, a week after her 100th birthday. That's amazing. That's really amazing. 100 years old. My grandmother passed away in March, and she would have been, her birthday was would have passed in July, and she would have been 95. But that's 100 years old. That's a long, wonderful life, Mache, I have to say, right? I'm willing to go out on a limb and say it wasn't really a shock. My grandmother, even though I miss her terribly, and I, wish it hadn't happened, it didn't come as a shock to me because she was 94, almost 95 years old. I kind of knew that time was limited by that point. So you probably had the same feeling, right? You were kind of feeling like, every day it was a bit of a juggle to see how things would go, and to, right, kind of keep on track with her and keep in touch with her. And as long as you kept in touch with her and stuff like that, then yes, she's always there. Like I said, she's always there. She's at every family gathering that you have. I think she's watching everything that's going on with you and your family, because there it is, right there. Here it is, the whole family all together. And I truly believe that that's where she is, watching. So yeah, she lived a good life. That's what you want to hear. That's what I wanted to hear, and that's exactly what you're telling me. So I think that's a great thing then. If she lived a good life and she was happy, then what more could you ask, right? Who could ask for anything more at 100 years? Wow. My grandfather was also born in 1918. He passed away in 2012, so he was also 94, and that was the other side of my family. My dad's dad passed away at 94, and my mom's mom passed away at 94. How weird, huh? What a coincidence. So, Lisa, how would I ever have guessed that you wanted a general reading? Don't forget it. Come out tonight for Lenormand night. It is Lenormand night. If you are interested in that, please be there tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock London and Ireland, 12 midnight in South Africa. I know it's late, but Lenormand is worth it. Bring your specific questions, your very, very specific questions. All right, Lise, I think you are in the midst of a decision also. I think there's something you're deciding and you're thinking about, and you're trying to figure out what's going to be the best course of action. Right? I think it's got to do with, again, family. I see family. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sisters. These, gender doesn't matter. Gender does not make any difference at all in tarot. Not to me, at least. Some people may think so. Not to me. In Lenormand, it makes a huge difference, but not in this, not in tarot. So I know there's 5 of you sisters, 5 of you Farrells, and that's what I see. I see all 5 of you here, and I think your decision has to do with one of the 5 of you, probably the one that's kind of hanging on for dear life. I think she's probably the one that you have to make a decision about. I'm sure you already have. The Page of Swords says you're very smart, though. Once you make that decision, you're extremely decisive. You think on your feet. You're very alert. And again, believe it or not, you don't hold anything back. And that's what you get here with the Page of Swords. And the Knight of Wands, of course, you are ready to go. You're very impatient to make this decision, get it over with, and move on, right? You want to just move on because you're happy. This is a happy person. She is very adventurous. Again, very adventurous, very much a people person. This is the card that Yvonne got yesterday that also has to do with moving and leaving. Now, you got it today. I don't think you're moving where you live. But I think maybe you would be going somewhere, maybe, just out of the house even. Something small like that. This also means that you may be blunt. And, well, from what I know, that is absolutely true. If you want a truthful answer, and it always will be the truth, with no punches pulled, you talk to Lisa Farrell. I think your relationship, you and your partner, I think are just getting stronger all the time. I think that connection and that whole soulmate feeling is just getting closer and closer and tighter, so much that you can just see the emotions pouring out of the two of you. So I really do think that things are good for you. I just think that there's a decision you have to make. But other than that, things are going all right. Things are going okay. So, yeah. I know, a daytime show. What in the world am I thinking? I keep saying it to myself. Yeah. All right, well, I have no donations yet, so we will continue on. Don't forget, if you want to guarantee your reading, you can donate. There are a lot of people coming in, which is great. I feel like Tony the Tiger. They're great. But that's okay. So Jacqueline Wynn, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. And you would like to know about the new person coming into your life. So someone new's coming, huh? Somebody new's coming into your life and you want to know more about them. That's what I'm kind of getting from the question, right? That somebody's already, somebody's coming into your life. And now you just want to know more about them. Okay. So, I see this person as being someone who people are drawn to a lot. They're very strongly drawn to this person. They want to be around this person, right? Everywhere you go, if you go places or anytime you're out and doing things, you want this, people want to come up and talk to this person, right? If they're talking with a friend or couple friends and somebody else comes over, well, that's because they really wanted to talk to him. They wanted to talk to this new person, not necessarily anybody else. I think this new person is very structured. I think they're going to be a very stable person. I think that though they are a bit on the a little on the overbearing side, right? They're going to feel like they are in charge at times, and that could be an issue, right? That could be an issue here where you walk away because you don't really want to be in a relationship that's controlling. So, but you might. I shouldn't say you don't want to be. You may or may not. Here's the choice, right? Here's the rub. You get to decide. You decide if that's what you want. If this is what you want. Somebody who's very exciting and ready to do stuff and adventurous and like a people magnet, but they're also a bit, and on the good side, of course, they're structured and they're stable, but but they're also going to be a bit controlling. You decide if that's okay with you. If it's okay with you, if that works for you, then you have safety and love and well-being. Right? You've got the 10 of Cups. You've got all kinds of happiness. If this is not okay with you, especially the controlling part, then you have to kind of cut ties and walk away. That's a decision you're going to have to make, right? If you really want a closely emotional relationship with this person, if you want happiness and success with them, then it's kind of like these are your two decisions. You have to decide whether you're willing to put up. Basically, the worst part I would say would be the controlling part, the authoritarian side of it. So, definitely something you want to think about. But it gives you some options, right? It tells you if it's okay, things are going to work out great. If it's not okay, well, then at least and you know to walk away. That's all. That's it. So that's what I see for you, Jackie. Remember, everybody, all my readings are always for entertainment purposes only. If you're on YouTube, please hit like. Please subscribe if you're new. Oh, that would be great. I would lit. If you're on Facebook, give me a thumbs up. Or a heart is always cute. Yeah, stuff like that. And follow my Facebook page, Night Reader Tarot. The Night Reader Tarot, just like it says right across the top there. Yeah. If you want to go to the website, you have a lot of different things you can do. To donate, you can donate if your phone scans for donations. You can go and scan here for PayPal. You can scan down here for Square. Makes it very easy. It'll take you right to my donation pages on both of them. Otherwise, you can go to the website, nightreadertarot.com. There's a lot of things you can do there. You can find my YouTube, my Facebook, my Instagram. You can send me comments to my email, which I will respond to within 24 hours. Usually it's like within 24 minutes, but that's okay. Yeah, I give myself at least 24 hours just in case. And, there's a comment section. There's also a section for private readings. To do private readings, to have a private reading done, it's $30 for 30 minutes or $50 for an hour. I am having a sale until through Friday, up until Saturday. Saturday, it's over. And it'll be half price. So it'll be $15 for 30 minutes or $25 an hour. I know. Seems so cheap, doesn't it? Also, if you can't scan for PayPal, you can always go to PayPal right on through the old website, paypal.me/nightreader326. So, did I get all the commercials in? I think so. I think I did. Yvonne, what's going on? What? From 4:30 to 5:30 Ireland and England time, and 5:30 to 6:30 Marche in South Africa time. I know, South Africa. It's amazing when I look at some of the information that comes in, how many different countries people are from that watch this show. Oh, Yvonne. Yvonne, there's no chance that you could be pregnant, could there? No, I know there's not. But I think someone around you might be. All right. Here's what I see. First off, just to start it off, I think around you, just around you. I don't think you personally. I just think around you there is hurt. There is hurt and pain. There is, a feeling of just being tied down, not knowing what to do, not being able to move, not being able to make clear decisions because you really can't see what that decision should be. I see where there's hurt and loss, and people, and people are walking away. They're moving on from that situation. I think that's a whole situation, right? But I think, for you, those feelings are going to end, and then something new is going to come along. I think that something new could be a baby. I really do. Not for you, but for someone in your family. I think somebody close to you. I think somebody close to you could be having a baby. Could be. Just putting it out there. Not 100%. Tarot is never 100%. Remember that. But I do think that in the end, you're going to find your place. And, basically finding your place is going to be literally finding your place, which is the place you want to move to, because I know that's what you're looking to do, right? And of course, that means finding a purpose, finding a place in life. But I think literally this one's actually telling you just, about finding a place. It is about completion. It's about achieving things. You want to achieve something. That's the card. You got the card for that. And that's your achievement would be a new place to live, right? You're finding something, and that's what you're finding, somewhere new. So that's what I see. That is what I see, Yvonne. All right. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I know. Yeah, Lisa says it'll be on the later show too, and I appreciate that. Yep. Tonight's show at 6 o'clock is the Lenormand Wednesday show. Yeah. I made up a cool picture. Look at it with the Lenormand cards. Yeah, they're cool. They are cool. So yeah, we're doing Lenormand Wednesday tonight. Very different than tarot. Anybody who's seen it knows it. That is for sure. That anybody who has seen that has seen me do Lenormand readings. I've done them twice, and I think they're really cool. And other people have said so too. They're not quick. They're not long readings. They're fairly quick, but they are they seem to be much more precise than tarot. There's not a whole lot of different ways to interpret cards by looking at pictures. It's very different. You have to be there to see it if you're interested. All right, so all right. I'm going down. Hiya, Synth. Hiya, Synth. Hi. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Again, please like and subscribe since you're on YouTube. I do appreciate that. Positive for Life, welcome. Positive for Life has a good question. I ask for my highest good. Is everything going to still work out for me to take classes next Tuesday? Okay. Is it all going to work out so that you can take classes next Tuesday? Awesome. Thank you, Yvonne, for having all the family there and all of them following and doing their Facebook thing. You know, also check out the website. Take a few seconds. Check out the website. It's cool. I mean, believe it or not, it may not look like it, but I did spend a lot of time on that thing. I really did. I got all the links together and figured out it wasn't so easy. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but it happened. All right. Will things work out for you to take classes next Tuesday? All right. Here's what I get. Remember, tarot tells you what you need to know, not always what you want to hear. Just keep that in mind. That's a rule of thumb for tarot. At least to me it is. Let's put it that way. I think you have a lot of emotions put into this whole thing, right? The whole class thing. You have the Ace of Cups, and that's very new emotions. I think the class is something that you would love to do. I think that's what it's going to be. I do see things moving in the right direction very quickly. I do see them moving in the right direction, but then I see you walking away. Now, I don't know if it's walking away from the class or if it's just you walking out of your house, walking away to the class. Because again, I see that things are all moving in the right direction. I see where there will be a sudden change, though. Things will be cleansed. Things will be moved differently. Things will end up different than expected. But again, with all the precautions that are going on in life and everything that has to happen, nothing is going to be what you expect. So I'm definitely willing to say, that's going to be true because, there is, and nobody knows what to expect anywhere you go. I think this is something that you have been hoping to do for a while, right? You started, of course, this shows you being a very little child and then being a very much more mature person. But I do think that this is something that you've been waiting for a long time. That's really what this means to me. The only card that kind of baffles me a little bit is the walking away, but maybe it's a walking towards, right? Maybe it's walking towards because you're walking towards the sun. I don't know if you can see that. And most people don't. But you're walking towards the sun. And of course, the sun is happiness, right? That's what it is. It's the happiness in life. So I think you're actually walking towards something good. So yeah, I think things are on track for your classes on Tuesday. All right. That's what I think. That is definitely what I think. All right. Hyacinth. How are you? So it's good to talk to you. You'd like to ask if there will be a new, meaningful love in your future. You had to leave your current connection. Okay. Let's see if any of that comes up also. A lot of times I get readings that kind of show a past and then a future. And that's a big deal, right? Sometimes that's helpful to give some context to what's going on. Sometimes. That's just the kind of readings I get. Sometimes. Yeah, so. Oh, where did it go? There we go. So. All right. So here's what I've got. I don't have any past. I really don't see any past. There's no hurt or loss or breakup or anything like that in this reading at all. I see good things. I just see that they're going to take a while. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. It's somebody who's very methodical. They think about things for a long time, right? They have to really think about it, rethink about it over and over again. And that is the tough part with the Knight of Pentacles. It's very slow moving. When he finally decides to do something, then it's eventual. It takes him a long time. As you can see, he's not real. He doesn't look like he's ready to really move too much. He's not really ready to go anywhere or do much of anything. But I do see a new love coming, right? This is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor. That is your Prince Charming. He is the one that you dream of. He's dreamy. He's imaginative. He is seductive, right? And he's the one that people want. He's the one that people would love to have, where they sit there and they stare out waiting for someone like that, right? Kind of like Romeo and Juliet, right? And she's on the balcony. He's coming to the house. He's coming to the house and she's waiting for him because he is wonderful. He's going to be Mr. Wonderful. And she is just waiting and waiting. She's waiting because of the Knight of Pentacles, unfortunately. Now, Queen of Pentacles says that you're very organized, right? Things, you want to plan things out. You want things to be planned before this relationship comes along. So get the plan together, right? It'll help you feel secure about it. It'll help you feel good. You're very organized. So use that organization. Use those organizational skills to get everything ready so that when he does arrive, you can be ready for him. And once you're ready, he's willing to start. He wants to give you stuff. He wants to give you his life. He wants to give you his emotions and his love. He wants you to have that. And I think that's the person that's coming to you. Someone who's going to be very giving with themselves. It doesn't always have to be money. Sometimes it is. Sometimes, this could be like charity where they're, donating money or something like that. But in this reading, I really think that this is somebody giving of themselves to you. So that's really what you're looking for, right? And I think that's really what's coming your way. So Hyacinth, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. Flash sale. Yay. Half off until Saturday. It is, MPT says, it is a like-minded community, international coming together. It is. I've got people from all over. Ritu, how are you? I hope I said that right. Ritu Neenwall. All right, let's see what we get for you. I see your question. You want to know about your relationship. You love a guy. Does he love you? Will he give me the commitment? All right. Aliza, how are you? Nomad Trees. DM, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here, everybody. Yeah. If we're coming up to about 10 minutes left in the show. So if you want to guarantee a reading, donations are the way to go. That will guarantee you a reading. That's for sure. Just, oh gosh, that was crazy. You just want to do that, within the next 10 minutes. Get that donation in. Put your question in there with it and let me know. And I will, you'll definitely get pushed right to the top of the, you'll get pushed to the top of the list. Positive for Life, your classes are online. All right. Well, that's helpful then. Then I still stick by what I said. Yes, I think everything will be okay for Tuesday. It just changes that whole 8 of Cups thing from leaving and not looking back to, just moving from one space to another, right? It's just a change of pace, a change of style. And the Tower's telling you the same thing, right? It's a change. It's a change in the way that you've done classes in your life. You haven't always done online classes because they haven't always been around. At least if you're old like me, they haven't always been around. Because when I was ever taking classes, there was no online. Well, look at that. Justice and Temperance shows up during the daytime as well, in the same reading. Oh, what a wonderful reading this is. All right, so I have to admonish you right off the bat. Don't feel left out. Don't feel left out. I think that's how you're feeling. I believe that's how you're feeling. I could be completely wrong. That happens. It's happened once. DM, my wife is doing better. Thank you so much for remembering, and thank you so much for asking. I appreciate that. So don't feel left out. You're not. You are not left out. The guy that you love, he has emotional ties to you too. He has new feelings toward you as well. And I see, you have hope, right? You have the star. The star is hope. It's always hope. It's a wonderful thing. I love the star. The star and the sun are my 2 favorite cards. I talk about Justice and Temperance because every single show I've ever done, every live show I've ever done with tarot cards, Justice or Temperance or both have shown up no matter what. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. So yeah, they show up every single show I've ever done. And it's just funny that they're both here. But they are not my favorite cards. My favorite cards are the star and the sun. And the star is hope. The star is faith, right? Have faith in this relationship. Feel comfortable that he is going to be a long-term person for you. All right? Don't feel left out. Don't feel insecure. Things are good. Temperance says just be patient. You know, he may not have given you a full commitment yet. He may not have, and well, apparently he hasn't. But, you know, if you have patience, you'll get peace of mind and you'll feel better. And those things will go together, right? The patience and the peace of mind are going to integrate together. They're going to come together. Justice tells me that, you know, he just wants things to be fair, and he wants to be fair to you. Right? And that is something that's important, because then if things are fair between the two of you, then there's a balance, right? A give and take balance. Or sometimes you're giving, sometimes he's giving. Sometimes you're taking, sometimes he's taking. That's how relationships work, right? That's how they work. Good ones, at least. Let's put it that way. Good relationships work that way. So, I definitely think, you know, he does. I think he does have some very strong feelings for you. And I think you will get that commitment that you're looking for if you just have the patience for it. Okay? That's what I see for you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. All right, so DM, what's going on? What is going on? How is T feeling about the boundaries you told him that you're requiring? Does he seem like he's going to meet them? Good for you. Ritu says, I'm coming back to you, DM. Ritu says, absolutely correct. Going through exactly that situation, or this situation, excuse me. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about it. I really do feel that way about it. I feel very strongly that that's the way things are going. But like I said in the very beginning, don't feel insecure. Don't feel like you're being left out of something, because you're not. All right, so you set boundaries. Way to go, DM. Good for you. Hey, look, Temperance again. Should have known. I should have known Temperance would raise her lovely head again. All right, so I see where you took the initiative, right? And you did it. You set boundaries that are important to you. You want things to be exactly the way you want them, basically, right? Things should be the way you want them. If they're not, well, then maybe that's not the right person for you. If they're not willing to do, you know, to do things, you know, it's a give and take, right? It's a give and take. But you took the initiative, you put down these rules, and now, you know, T is now feeling, you know, that you have made an extremely decisive decision, right? He thinks that you just, you know, you made a decision that was just to the point, and there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. However, he is very confused. He's a bit confused as to why. Now, you don't have to tell me why. I don't need to know, because I do think that, you know, if that's what you want, that's what you should ask for, right? And the person who follows those boundaries is going to be the person that is right for you. So will he follow them? Will he do that? He's confused. He doesn't know exactly which way he should go. He doesn't know if he should run towards you or run away from you. I hate to say that, but it just struck me as funny when I said it. But yeah, he's just not sure. You can tell. He doesn't know which way to go, right? He has to make a choice, and it's not an easy choice on direction, right? What's the best direction? So I think you're going to have patience with him. I think you are going to have to take these changes, take these boundaries in moderation. Let him know, okay, these, maybe you said, all right, here's 5 things that I want, right? 5 things I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, 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 boom. All right. This is the most important one. Not the card. Don't worry about the card. Just these are your boundaries, right? So this is the most important one because that's the center. These are extremely important to me because these are right by the center. These I can hold off on. The ones that are the outer boundaries, right? Those outer boundaries. Maybe you can give him a little bit of a break on some of them for a little while, just to kind of transition him into it, right? Maybe. Your choice, again, your choice, your boundaries. Just something to think about. Definitely something to think about. Take it in moderation, because that's going to be a big deal. Otherwise, I think if you don't take it in moderation, he's going to get very, very frustrated. And he's going to say, this might be too much for me. This just might be too much. As you can see, he's got so much stuff here on the table. And he's not real happy because he's got his arms crossed, right? He's very closed off from everybody. He doesn't want anything that anybody's offering. He's already got all this stuff here. It's just too much for him. So I think if if there's a few things that you're able to just take into, do slowly, work into them slowly. The important ones, it has to be done. But I really think that maybe some of them could be not as stringent. Does that make sense? Did I say that right? You don't have to be so all right, these are the boundaries, no ifs, ands, or buts. I think there's probably a couple things that you told him that you could probably, overlook for a little while and kind of just tell him that, all right, listen, I really would prefer that you didn't do these things, but, I wouldn't even say but. I would just say, listen, these are the things, these are my boundaries, and I would really prefer you didn't do these things either. And that's what I'm asking of you. And this way, you're not saying, but it's okay to do them, because then that doesn't help. You're just telling him, these have to be done. These could be done. And I think that's kind of how I say it. Because otherwise, like I said, I think he's going to say, this is too much. And he's just going to give up from frustration. He's going to be annoyed and frustrated and wander off. All right. That's what I get for you, DM. Thank you. Ritu, you are so happy. Thank you so much. I'm happy. I have faith in God. I have faith in God too, Ritu. So that is awesome. DM, I'm glad that advice was good. I really feel like that was a good I think it's a good idea. That's all. But I don't think the boundaries are bad. I don't think having boundaries is a bad thing. Definitely not. So, all right. Well, I've got no more readings up, and I have no one else on. So don't forget, tonight is Lenormand Wednesday. If you want to come out and have some very interesting readings with a very interesting deck of cards, a Lenormand deck, which is very much smaller than a tarot deck, as you can see. Tarot has 78 cards. Lenormand only has 36. 36 cards. Very specific meanings. And, will give you very specific answers. So I hope to see everybody tonight if you have time. And again, that's 6 o'clock Eastern. I hope you guys had a great day. Thank you so much for being here for the hour. And don't forget, you head over to Modern Priscilla Tarot. Modern Priscilla Tarot. Just like her name up there, and on YouTube. And she will be doing live readings as well in a half hour. All right, she'll be on in a half hour. So I hope to see some of you then, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, thank you all for being here. Have a great day, and I'll see you tonight. Bye.